says things just to get elected. I mean, this is a guy who stands up and says, I think it's okay if Iran gets a nuke. I'm sure they're going to have one anyway, you know. I mean, it's about the most politically weird thing anybody running for President of the United States could ever say, but that's what he thinks, and that's where he is. I think people like him for his economic issues more than his domestic economics. And I don't think he wants to be in a cabinet. He's not even running for re-election in Congress. What I understand from Washington people is that what he really wants to do is sort of leave himself in good graces in the party so that his son, who's a U.S. Senator from Kentucky, will be well-liked and respected and have a great future.
And isn't it about his ideas, too? He wants his...
Yeah, he does. And he's going to keep those delegates all the way to Tampa. He's going to hold those delegates. I think Gingrich is too. I don't think they're going to do like Perry did, where he suspended, or Kane, where they suspended their campaigns and released their delegates. These guys are going to keep their delegates to the end, and maybe they have some bargaining chips. You know, I don't know what. I cannot envision what Newt would want. Yes.
Well, this is kind of a question similar to the theme we're on with Ron Paul, because first of all, do you think would it be possible at all for him to run as an independent? And secondly, where do you kind of see this libertarian movement going? I knew very little about it last campaign season. This campaign season, I love Ron Paul. I mean, I'm on board with this message. And I've always been a Democrat, lifelong, never voted Republican. If he was there, I'd vote for him. So, I mean,
so you would like for him to be president?
I would love it.
There's a lot of people who would.
Yeah.
It's got a huge following.
But even he says, I don't see myself in the Oval Office. That's his.
But I like the message. I mean, there's some parts about it that are a little kind of like, whoa, but then you think about it, it's like, okay, I can deal with that.
Yeah.
You know, I mean, you're not going to be 100% on board with every single thing that a politician does, but it's like, okay, you know, 90% of it, you know, I really like that. I really like some of those ideas.
I do too. I really like his economic ideas. He's very, very smart. Of course, he's a medical doctor. Nobody's. In fact, I have a friend who was delivered by him down in Texas. So I mean, he's. I think everybody respects him. I do say that about him. People might not like him. Where's the libertarian thing going? I don't think we're going to ever have a true third party in America. I mean, these little sort of sub-parties start up, but it's very, very, to me, unlikely that we'll ever see a true third party individual become president of the United States. Pretty much, you know, the libertarians pretty much fold in and work with the Republicans in some way. The Tea Party thing has shaken up both the Libertarians and the Republican, because I mean that's a hard one to figure. For me, I think a lot of the Tea Party people that I deal with in our state Republican Party are really, really well intentioned, but have no clue how to make things happen. Just no clue at all. And they sort of forget that, you know, our first job as a party is to get our candidates elected. And if we can throw ourselves on the sword, you know, on a matter of principle and let the other guy win, it doesn't make a whole lot of sense. So a lot of the Tea Party people in Nevada are actually becoming a little more mainstream, a little more involved in the Republican Party itself. We had a big Tea Party surge at the county convention here a couple weeks ago, and they elected 2/3 of the executive board of the Clark County Republican Central Committee. But and there was talk that they were going to kick David Gibbs out and put one of their own in, and they had a meeting Tuesday night, I think, this week, and they backed away from it. And I said to Gibbs, I said, why, you know, I thought they were gonna try to take you out. He said, none of them wanna do the job. Anyway, I'm not sure I answered
Oh,
that
no,
question.
you
but
did, you did. And I was just thinking,
I
it's.
think Ronnie will get there in time. I think, what does Santorum want? You know, that's a good one.
Vice President.
Vice President.
Never gonna happen, of course. Never.
Well,
I don't think so.
Well, Sarah Palin ran, so, I mean, he's kinda like on the same social conservative wave as she was.
Yeah. I think he'll go to the convention with his delegates. That is, you know, unless Romney gets, if Romney gets to 1144 before August, then whether they go to the convention with their delegates or not doesn't really matter, because Romney will get on the first ballot. If he doesn't get to that point, and I'm more inclined to think now that he will, if he doesn't get to that point, they'll hang on to him until the end, and they'll try to cut some sort of deals. Santorum's a lobbyist, you know. He'll have clients that he'll want to have a voice in who becomes the Secretary of Commerce or whatever. It just, you never know what they're really looking for.
Do you think it's good, or good or bad? I mean, the fact that it does seem, kind of to piggyback on what she was saying, it seems like the nomination, it's kind of became a little drawn out. Do you think that's good or bad for the health of the party?
I think it's been good. I think it's been
And
good.
why? I mean,
Because it is, well, for a couple of reasons.